Painter against James Wade. Next on the main stage, Kevin Painter, former world finalist. He's struggled for form a little bit since then, and he struggled in his opening match against Barry Bates. He's been speaking to Eric Bristow.
Well done first round.
Cheers, Eric.
Got rid of the Welshman, Barry Bates. I mean, he was cruising it at one stage, wasn't he? I mean, he was like 9-5 up, and at one stage, I don't know what was said on stage, the pair of you just cracked up.
Yeah, there was something when I can't remember what it was, but yeah, as you say, 9-5 up, things were looking okay. Barry hit a couple of good shot outs, decent time, and then you start thinking, you know, you're on 9, you know you've got to get a 10, you start to worry about you're going to get over the line, but fortunately everything came right in the end.
Yeah, and this ain't been your best tournament in the world. I mean, you're the same as Sholton. The pair of you haven't been past the second round.
Yeah, generally I've played all right here, but some of the performances haven't been fantastic, but obviously not been good enough to get any further than the second round. But sometimes I've had great games here and been beat. I just want to have a good run here this week,
You're playing James Wade second round. I mean, have you played him before? I mean, you might have played him in the Opens now. Obviously, you never played him on TV before, have you?
I've played him a couple of 3 years ago in Vegas, first round. That's the only time we've ever met. So he's playing all right at the minute as well. So it's looking like it's going to be a decent game.
Well, best of luck, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Eric.
And I hope you get further than the last 16 for the change.
Cheers, mate.
Very nice out there on the beach, didn't it? Well, we heard that Kevin Painter's never made it past round 2 of the competition. James Wade had never played here before his opening match against Dennis Ovens. Played really, really well in that. Helen's been down at the bookies. Now, I think she's with him.
James, you beat Dennis Ovens 10-1 in your first game, and I'm just having a look on the odds of you beating Kevin Painter 13-1, and you're 250-1 with Stan James. Should I have a pound on it?
No.
Oh, why not?
Last night was the result was because Dennis didn't play that well. I mean, tonight Kevin is going to play that well, and it'll be a lot closer than what it was.
What are you expecting from the game tonight?
Kevin's going to play well. I mean, he's very well experienced. He's been here a lot of times. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. How good? Who knows?
Going to be close?
Hopefully not too close. But
in your favour, obviously.
That would be very nice, but like I say, you never know what's going to happen on the night.
And it is your debut in the tournament. Is it a silly question? Are you enjoying it so far?
Yeah, it's a brilliant tournament. I mean, the crowd are absolutely brilliant. I mean, the atmosphere here is good as well.
OK, well, good luck this afternoon. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Got to say the majority of this crowd have stuck around. Wayne Mardle, a little bit disappointing performance against Lionel Sams, but he is through to take on Andy Hamilton tomorrow night, by the way. James Wade playing only his second ever match at the World Matchplay. Let's introduce him to the stage now with our MC, Phil Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you now please welcome to the stage for the final game of the afternoon from Aldershot, former Irish Masters champion, James Wade! Live, baby, live. Now that the day is over, I got a new sensation. Perfect moments, when something possible to refuse. Sleep and sleep, now that the night is over, and the sun comes like a god into our room. All perfect light and promises. And ladies and gentlemen, world rank number 7, the artist, that is Mr. Kevin Painter!
By a jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing it is. No.
Former World Championship finalists against the new kid on the block. Already through to the quarter-finals. Phil Taylor, Dennis Priestley, Wayne Mardle and Andy Hamilton. Which one of these two will join them? Rod Harrington and Dave Lanning.
So James Wade there with that very calm, composed approach to the game. Waiting here for this second round match against a much more experienced Kevin Painter. There's Painter, who of course reached a world final, Painter 39 now, 19.5 unicorn, comes from Cambridgeshire. He beat Barry Bates, not without the odd yip and glitch. And if the facts and figures of the first round have any bearing, then this guy, Wade, will win quite convincingly. 96 his average, I'm sure we'll see that. Only 23, much better checkout percentage rate. He was impressive in his opening match against Dennis Ovens. In fact, he came very close to whitewashing poor old Dennis. So Wade, Rod Harrington, is one of these young guys who's pushing forward, but he seems to be maturing very swiftly indeed.
Yeah, he's certainly got the talent. He's had some great performances, like last Saturday beating Raymond van Barneveld in a tour event, but then won and lost the next game. And James seems to do this too often. And I was speaking to his manager this morning, Jason Tame, and he's hoping that beating Dennis Ovens, he's going to come of age here on this big stage and put in another good performance against Kevin Painter.
Ladies and gentlemen, first leg, it's Kevin to throw. Game on.
Kevin Painter then with 19.5 gram unicorn arrows with the first darts. Best of 25, we would remind you.
60.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if Wade will get out of the gate very quickly. You see the odds there, both 5 to 6 to 2. The bookies can't split them, and I think on their performances,
100.
that's pretty cute by the bookies there, Dave.
Well, yes, as I was saying, if we go on previous form here this week, it really is one horse race. But we've
100.
seen, and as you were quite rightly stressing, that Wade can play well in one match and then just go off the ball game on the next match. This is what the young man has got to achieve. He's got to achieve consistency. He's got to get into a rhythm. He's got to get into a steady style and just keep winning.
99.
There is this magnificent setting of the Winter Gardens, a setting for czars and emperors, but it is the kings of darts who are
140.
plying their trade here on this sultry Wednesday.
Yeah, who would think years ago that on a Wednesday afternoon we'd have a packed house in here? It's the way darts has improved
94.
over the last 2 or 3 years.
Yes, the PDC have come a long way with Sky, and who knows where the future lies. We're certainly continuing to grow, expand, become more successful, more worldwide, more global.
140.
A young man like Wade, of course, must be looking and thinking he could make $1 million out of this game.
Well, that's the talk. That's what I've tried to emphasise onto Colin Lloyd, that you know, there is so much money at stake now.
95.
Wade has packed
James
up work for 2 days of the week to
65.
practice more.
Double top for the first leg against the throw. And
Yeah,
that's
shot the first
an
leg.
example of his finishing
James
power.
Wade. Second leg, and it's James to throw. Game on.